Dear students, from last 3 days we have started with this chapter, that is chapter number 12 of part B of NCERT book Consumer Protection, and as already told that this chapter is a very important chapter and almost 7 to 8 marks question comes from this chapter alone in the board examination. So make sure that you do this chapter very thoroughly, as this is going to help you to score very well in the board examination. So starting with, I've already told you that you can cover this chapter either from NCERT book or from Dr. R.K. Singla. Both the books are very good to cover this chapter. Whichever book you feel comfortable in, you can cover from that book. But I am covering this chapter from NCERT. Now first of all, we started with the topic, what is the meaning of consumer protection. Then I told you the 5 ways how a consumer can be exploited by producers and sellers, and this I covered from Dr. R.K. Singla. Then moving on, I covered the examples of consumer exploitation in India. That also I covered from Dr. R.K. Singla. Then I moved on to the next topic, that is importance of consumer protection from the consumer point of view and from the business point of view. And I told you that this topic is very important, and generally a 3 marks question comes in the examination from this topic, either importance of consumer protection from consumer point of view or importance of consumer protection from business point of view. Then we moved on to the legal protection to the consumer, how a consumer can be protected legally, what are the different acts which are available to protect the consumers, and we covered almost 10 different acts in 10 different points. And I told you that the Consumer Protection Act 1986 is the most important, and we started covering it in detail in my yesterday's 2 videos. In that I covered consumer rights and I also covered consumer responsibilities. So I covered consumer rights and consumer responsibilities in detail in my yesterday's 2 videos. Now today I am going to start with the next topic, the ways and means of consumer protection. What are the ways and what are the different means to protect the consumer? First of all, there are various ways in which the objective of consumer protection can be achieved. First is self-regulation by business. Self-regulation by business means business firms which are enlightened firms and realize that it is the long-term interest to serve the customers well. They are socially responsible firms. They follow ethical standards and practices in dealings with their customers. Many firms have set up their customer services, as you have seen, their customer support services in many firms, and grievance cell to redress the problems and grievances of their consumers. So some firms, they are so vigilant and they are so socially bound that they set up their own grievance cell to take the grievances of the customer and to support the customers. So self-regulation by business is an important way of consumer protection. When the firms themselves are aware that we have to protect the customers, and that is the long-term, you can say long-term interest of the business to serve the customers, they are so socially obligated that they form their own redressal cells, grievance cells, to take the redressals of the consumers. I hope this point is absolutely clear to you. Next is the ways and means, that is business associations. The associations of trade, commerce and businesses like Federation of India, Chambers of Commerce of India and Confederation of Indian Industries have laid down their code of conduct, which lay down for their members the guidelines in their dealings with the customers. So business associations of trade and commerce like FICCI and CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industries, they have laid down the code of conduct which should be followed in dealing with the customers. So this is another way and mean of protection of customers. Then consumer awareness. A consumer who is well informed about his rights, according to Right to Information Act 2005, a consumer should be well informed and the reliefs which are available to him. would be in a position to raise his voice against any unfair trade practice or unscrupulous exploitation. In addition to this, an understanding of his responsibilities would also enable the consumer to safeguard his interest in this right. The Department of Consumer Affairs, Government of India, that is GOI, has been undertaking the campaign Jago Grahak Jago through multimedia awareness. So one of the ways how to protect the consumers from exploitation, how consumer protection can be done is through consumer awareness. By making the consumer aware of his rights, of his responsibility, of the reliefs which he can get if he raises his voice against any exploitation or any unscrupulous, unfair trade practice carried by the producer and the seller. So this is again one of the schemes, one of the undertaking or a campaign which has been undertaken by the Department of Consumer Affairs is Jago Grahak Jago through multimedia can help in protecting the consumers against exploitation. Now the fourth ways and means for consumer protection is consumer organizations. So many consumer organizations, they play an important role in educating consumers about their rights and providing protection to them. These organizations can force business firms to avoid malpractices and exploitation of consumers. Then last is government. The government can protect the interests of the consumers by enacting various measures. For example, the Government of India has set up a toll-free National Consumer Helpline number. This is the number you can call from 9:30 to 5:30 for this purpose. The legal framework in India also encompasses various legislations which provide protection to consumers. We have already read about 10 acts which are laid down which helps in protecting the consumer. The Consumer Protection Act 1986 with its three-tier judiciary machinery. What do you mean by three-tier judiciary machinery? That is at the district level, the state level and national level for redressal of consumer grievances have been set up to take the grievances of the consumers. So the Consumer Protection Act 1986 is one of the acts which plays an important role in protecting the interests of the consumers. So these are the ways and the means by which the protection of a consumer can be done. So I'm going to revise it again. First of all, self-regulation by business. Then second is business associations. Then third, consumer awareness. Then consumer organizations and government. All these 5 bodies play an important role in consumer protection. So I hope this topic is absolutely clear to you. Next topic which we are going to start is the redressal agencies under Consumer Protection Act. Redressal agencies means the agencies set up at district level, state level and national level by the Consumer Protection Act to protect the consumers from exploitation. We will study this in detail in my next video. Thank you and have a nice day.